Hello, my name is Paul Hayes from DP1. Today we're doing our TOK exhibition. So what is the TOK? TOK is a core component of the IBDP program. It encourages students to reflect on the nature of knowledge through the knowledge framework. The knowledge framework is 4 components that should be considered when analyzing knowledge. So these 4 different categories are scope, perspective, methods and tools, and ethics. So, what is the TOK exhibition? That's what we're doing here today. We have to select 3 objects that relate to you personally. You have to write a total of 950 words on how these objects relate to a selected prompt. There's 35 different prompts. You choose one of these prompts. While answering the prompt, you need to refer to the knowledge framework, as mentioned previously. So, the prompt that I chose is prompt number 20. What is the relationship between personal experience and knowledge? So there's also core themes. My core theme is knowledge and the knower. And so my first object is a picture given to me on a 14-day cruise by a Disney historian. And so here I have broken it down by scope and perspective of how these relate to the knowledge framework back to the prompt. So for scope, personal experience with the historian during the 14-day cruise allowed me to, I ate dinner with them every day on the cruise. And so we sat next to them and were able to have personal conversations that other guests did not get on the cruise. This allowed different information to be shared that other guests wouldn't experience. This also, though, brings into question, is this a fair practice? Is this ethical of being able to get other information that other people do not have access to based on personal connections? And so then my second object is a notebook or a diary that my teacher gave me before going on this trip. This can be seen here, and I have the first page. And so basically through this, you have the interactions. It showcases the knowledge that you can be able to store within a document. So a diary generally shows your knowledge. You are able to store it within a book. And the interesting thing is I actually haven't really written that much in the diary, but it still represents this idea of knowledge and knowledge transferage and storage. Because when I went on this cruise and got this photo, it meant that I missed 14 days of school. It was near the end of the school year, so and it was 2nd grade, so that would be the time you're spending with friends at the end of the year before you're moving on to the next grade and wrapping everything up for the year. So it represents this idea of the amount of knowledge lost within different interactions. So even though personal experience through travel, through doing different things can gain a lot of knowledge, you also have this loss of knowledge from the things you're not experiencing by doing your normal things. And then the third object is a letter that my kindergarten teacher sent to me upon graduating PYP 5. And so this shows how knowledge can exist over time and stays important over time through personal interaction. So if you did not have positive interactions with the person, they would not have sent me a letter so long afterwards. And so it shows how this personal interaction shapes what knowledge you can gain and transfer from other people. And so this has been a sort of brief introduction of what TOK encapsulates and what my exhibition is, and thank you very much for listening.